Hi, my name is Madeline Brooks, and today I will be discussing informed consent and how it follows the rules and regulations of the ACA Code of Ethics along with my state's rules and regulations. I live in Alaska, and Alaska follows the Code of Ethics for every standard within the state for any sort of practice. Informed consent is in place because clients have the freedom to choose whether or not to enter into or remain in counseling relationship and need adequate information about the counseling process along with the counselor. Some aspects that must be included within the informed consent is the responsibilities of both counselors and clients, the explanation of the nature of all services provided, the purposes, goals, techniques, and procedures, the counselor's qualifications, credentials, relevant experience, and approach to counseling, which I find very important. Fees and billing arrangements, along with non-payment fee procedures, are also discussed alongside of confidentiality and its limitations. So I researched an informed consent form from a counselor from Texas, and one thing that I found that was not discussed adequately within their informed consent form was ending relationships with client or terminating the therapeutic process. So counselors can terminate a relationship when it becomes apparent that the client no longer needs the services, they no longer are benefiting from it, or maybe they are being harmed by continued counseling. They may also terminate when they feel like the client may harm the counselor. And when that does happen, a termination session is recommended so that the counselor and the client can end on good terms and review the process and the progress that the client did make. The therapeutic process was more personalized in the informed consent form that I found. It more went into why she was a therapist rather than the process that the client would go through in order to come out the other side better than when they met. So the counselor's informed consent form that I found was a counselor for people with chronic illness, but she stated that she's there for all clients. She did not discuss involving others into the therapeutic process, but the Code of Ethics states that in counseling, that the counselor would discuss the expectations and limitations with the client first, involving other people, and then once they have fully discussed that, then they would seek informed consent from the others involved. So from Kress, Hoffman, Adamson, and Erickson, 2013, the counselors are faced with one challenge involving informed consent, and that is to find a balance between adequately explaining the benefits and potential harms. Counselors need to guard themselves against possibly informing clients too late in the counseling relationship of potential limitations. If clients have agreed to the counseling relationship on the basis of incomplete information, then the therapeutic relationship could be damaged. Veracity is highly valued in counseling, and it is the commitment of a professional to be open and honest with a client, despite how uncomfortable it might be in the future. The main point of informed consent is the well-being of the client. So fully informing the client of potential risks as well as benefits upholds the values of beneficence, non-maleficence, and autonomy. Open and honest exchange is a key predictor of the therapeutic process and the success regardless of other factors. So as I am moving into this program, I am looking forward to creating my own informed consent and seeing how it upholds to the standards of the ACA Code of Ethics and my own state's regulations.